Kfi in the sky.
In Santa Monica, that 10 eastbound loading up away from Cloverfield all the way to the 5. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
This hour of the John and Ken Show is brought to you by AIS, Auto Insurance Specialist. Visit AISinsurance.com today.
May get more rain. We'll tell you when next.
Termites love Southern California, and there are two kinds of termite seasons here. One, well, it's here all year long, and two, it's really termite season, and that's what's going on right now. If you see those little bugs flying around or what looks like small pieces of sawdust on the floor, termites. And I'm going to suggest you call Pacific Coast Termite for a free home inspection. Now, certain restrictions apply. When you use Pacific Coast Termite, no tenting, no double bagging your food, no pet sitting. I've tented before. It is a nightmare. You do not want to go there. You can actually be home while Pacific Coast Termite does its work. Try doing that with a tent over your house. Mention KFI, get 10% off termite treatments, 2-year guarantee on their work. Call 800-PACIFIC, 800-PACIFIC. Visit PacificCoastTermite.com.
Pacific Coast Termite, Jill Termite.
The clean, friendly way.
Hey, it's Dean Sharp. Have you still not gone solar? Let me help clear up some misconceptions. Solar doesn't cost you money. It saves you money. And it doesn't matter where your panels are made. It matters who makes them. And those $29.95 solar specials, they're not what's going to end up on your home. Sunlux left all of that behind to build a company that does solar better. Time for solar. It's time for Sunlux. Get started today at sunlux.com. That's sunlux.com. CSLB 1008374.
The KFI Financial Report brought to you by Bay Alarm. The Dow Jones up 312, S&P 500 up 45, NASDAQ up 178, and the average price of a gallon of regular gas in California is $4.41.
Bay Alarm is celebrating 75 years of innovation and personal service that's second to none.
Southland weather from KFI, partly cloudy tomorrow, highs mid-70s for Metro LA, mid-70s to low 80s in the valleys, low to upper 70s in inland OC, 75 to 80 in the IE. We have a slight chance of rain Thursday night, and we have a 40% chance of rain Friday. Right now, 73 in Dana Point, 80 in Anaheim, and 79 for West Hills and Sherman Oaks. So we lead local live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Deborah Mark.
So she was freaking out about the thunderstorms last night.
My dogs were freaking out, not me. I didn't like it, but
You weren't running
get
around
the
there?
facts straight. My dogs were... Okay, Ken, the thunder was so loud at my house, and I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating, the house was shaking as if there were... Seriously, as if there was an earthquake.
That's
Crazy.
your mental condition.
No. Even my husband said, wow, the house is shaking. He was downstairs, I was upstairs.
Did you count the seconds between the lightning and the thunder to know how close the storm was? Or?
I did not. No.
See, you two kind of, well, especially John.
Yeah.
Well, I said yesterday, it's starting to thunder and lightning here. Both like John's just looking at the weather data, he couldn't believe it. And then the rest of the day,
I was
it's
so
crazy.
excited. I love thunderstorms.
And then
It's like, well, I know what I'm experiencing here.
when I got off the air, I walked outside here in Burbank, and it was raining.
I heard the thunder in the background.
But the show was last night where I am. Holy mackerel, the lightning. Not so much the thunder, because you hear the thunder, but the lightning just constantly flashes. It was really cool.
Lightning's great. I was driving down the 101 going west, and the storm was in front of me. I guess towards where you were.
Oh, yeah. I was watching it while I was driving home.
Probably while I was enjoying it on the freeway, you were running around screaming with your dogs.
No, I saw it on the freeway as well, but it was crazy in the West Valley. Seriously, thunder, lightning, and then all of a sudden there was a downpour for about 5 minutes. I mean, downpour.
Yeah.
I guess we didn't get any fires out of it, because the lightning strikes that caused all those fires up in the forest north of us, right?
Yeah, a lot of the fires.
Started lightning strikes. Wet with this. It wasn't a lot of rain, but there was some wet that came with the lightning and the thunder. Johnny Ken Show on KFI. Well, if you got the Pfizer vaccine, we now have confirmation of data that was previously released in August, and right now, if you're 6 months into your second Pfizer shot, you're down to 47% effective.
That's not good. Almost exactly. Well, actually, I passed 6 months.
No, I'm past 6 months. That was the end of March.
Yeah, I think I'm almost exactly 6 months since.
Yeah, you were like a week ahead of me.
Yeah, March 25th, and I think August the 8th was when it was supposed to be at full strength. Remember, it was 2 weeks after your second shot.
You should have tried it out then to see.
I was out a lot over the weekend.
Stick your beak into a lot of COVID.
That's right. I was trying to inhale viral loads all weekend.
Now, the effectiveness in preventing hospitalization and death still remains high, 90% for at least 6 months. And even against the Delta variant. And in fact, they're saying in this study that the efficacy reduced, and it probably isn't just because of Delta variant, it's just the nature of the vaccine, that after 6 months there's a significant waning of the effectiveness of the Pfizer vaccine. Reports say the Moderna one holds up better.
Boy, it turns out Moderna was the best bet, huh?
Yeah, I guess so, right.
Because I've seen that it's held almost all of its early effectiveness. It's only
Even
off
6
by,
months later?
Yeah, it's only off by a point or two.
Oh, that's the one where people got rashes and stuff. I was kind of glad I didn't get it at the beginning, but
Yeah, well, maybe
I'll take a short rash for
short back.
ignore the boosters. I'll probably get one, but
Yeah, I think
I don't want to eat up the world's supply. I'm hand-wringing over this.
Right.
I don't want to be selfish.
Well, I'm going to be selfish. I think I'm going to go try for one next week.
Yeah, where are you going to go?
Oh, you are? Okay.
I'm not going to say.
Well, you were qualified.
I want to
I
know
know I don't qualify, but I'm going to try anyway. I'll let you know.
I want to know your supplier. Because I'm going to go too. I'm not sitting here waiting for Joe Biden to tell me to go get it.
Because, panic is not an underlying condition, so you don't qualify.
I'm not panicking, but I'm past the 6-month mark,
You're
and
general panic.
well, that's
Earthquake,
yeah,
thunder, COVID.
Yeah. Well, I don't want COVID.
Tsunami.
Tsunamis.
You make me out to be a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Well,
You discovered. Here's a nutty story from a columnist, just to give you an idea. We're going to be talking about what we face all the time when we're on this topic of COVID, the two crazy extremes. We'll start with extreme number one, the people that still wear masks outside. Maxwell Mayer apparently is at Stanford, and he wrote this column
this is
for
very
the
funny.
Stanford Review.
This is really a hoot.
And he said, a few months ago, I witnessed something on the Stanford campus that will be seared in my memory forever. A student on a bike, wearing flip-flops, AirPods in the ear, going the wrong way through a roundabout in an active construction zone, no helmet. But, like any good follower of science, the student was wearing a disposable blue face mask for safety. In other words, he's making the point. Then he did a little personal research. He observed all the bicycle riders for a period of time, noting how many were not wearing a helmet but were wearing the masks. And
He looked at 400
400,
cyclists.
yeah,
That's right.
400 cyclists.
And a third of them would be wearing a mask but no helmet.
A third. 134 people, according to his rough calculations. About half the people had neither a mask nor a helmet. And he's saying, I'm not saying that there should be helmet laws for adults, but he's just saying, when you think about this, and what he's talking about is the risks. They're not really assessing the risks.
Well,
There's a much better chance you're going to crack your head open on the bicycle than you're going to get COVID right around outside.
But when you ride a bike, you're going about 10, 12, 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
How are you going to inhale COVID going that fast? Outside. That's not possible. It's never happened.
He said the math works out to a mask-wearing rate of 41% and a helmet-wearing rate of 17%. So Stanford students are about twice as likely to wear a mask on a bicycle than a helmet.
Right. and these are the
Do
best.
students actually think that wearing a mask on a bicycle to prevent transmission of a respiratory virus they've been vaccinated against is a good idea? Maybe it's just laziness. Easier to keep the mask on for 5 minutes and 5 seconds to take it off. But I think, and here it is again, the word signaling.
Yeah.
To show that you are conscious about COVID-19.
Why do people have to do that? Why do you have to
I'm about
signal?
safety for all. Because remember, the theory from the beginning, mostly, is that wearing the mask protects other people from your viral load. You're showing that you are doing your part.
I care about you.
That's right. I'm masked because I want to save your life.
Right. So in case I whiz by you at 50 miles an hour on my bike, there's no chance you're going to inhale a trail of my viral load. People are idiots. It doesn't matter what your education level is. The people are just idiots.
All right, we got more coming up. We'll take a look at the other end of this. People who will believe anything about the vaccine in order not to take it. Coming up next.
John and Ken, KFI, and Deborah Marquez News.
After the March, this one will be the Tournament of Roses Grand Marshal for the Rose Parade. Destination weddings are making a big comeback in the wine country. Wedding planners are busy booking venues for the remainder of the year and into next year for both Napa and Sonoma counties. The Commerce Department says U.S. trade deficit increased more than 4% in August to an all-time high of more than $73 billion. The trade deficit represents the gap between what the country exports to the rest of the world and what it buys and imports from other countries. We have trouble on the 101, and we will check in with the KFI in the sky next.
All right, if Ken and I were in a crash, it would be his fault. Sweet James accident attorneys would be our choice. And we want to share this story about one of his clients.
Yeah, for this client, it was a day like any other, and then, of course, it wasn't. He and his girlfriend were going out there just to get something to eat, and then on their way there, they were suddenly hit by a car traveling at such a high speed. It caused our driver to lose control and hit a wall.
His injuries were severe, and the driver who hit him was under the influence. Sweet James accident attorneys took on the case, and they recovered $2.7 million.
See, insurance companies, they promise to be by your side in these situations, but they rarely are. The litigation team took the insurance company to trial, and you know what? They won. If you're ever hurt in an accident...
I'm sorry, I jumped the line.
Oh, if you're ever hurt in an accident, call Sweet James.
They can't guarantee the outcome of any case, but you can be sure you'll have a winning and caring law firm on your side.
I just wanted to be dramatic.
I'm sorry.
Call for a free consultation, 800-500-5200. That's 800-500-5200. And sweetjames.com.
Southern Californians could save an average of $537 when they switch to auto insurance through the Auto Club. Visit AAA.com/insurance to see how much you could save. Get your free quote at AAA.com/insurance today.
Southland weather from KFI. Partly cloudy tomorrow, highs mid-70s, below 80s. This report brought to you by the Auto Club of Southern California. We have a crash on the 101 in Sherman Oaks.
This one is along the northbound side. Coming up on the 405, 3 left lanes have been blocked, but Highway Patrol ran a break so that they could slow down all traffic at this crash off to the shoulder. And just checked in with the CHP, and they said they're hauling all the wrecks off of the freeway, but we're still seeing quite the backup here with delays overall out of Hollywood, getting away from Santa Monica Boulevard. Let's check out Dana Point with Mike O'Brien, KFI in the Sky, sponsored by Injury Attorney, SuperwomanSuperLawyer.com.
Things look quite a mess down this way. If you're heading towards the coast, looks like the 5 southbound approaching Illegal Campus Toronto there, right around the PCA. Looks like it's a jackknife big rig in the carpool in the left lane, at least blocked there. And just getting over this backup. Boy, it is solid now into Mission Viejo almost. It's back to about Crown Valley Parkway, about Avery there. So it's just all bumper to bumper. Now, elsewhere in Orange County, we've got a problem near the Riverside Orange County line in the Santa Ana Canyon. 91 eastbound, just approaching Weir Canyon. Actually, it's about Green River. They're on the right lane there of suspect big rig. That's very tight back before Weir Canyon truck scale. Injured in an accident? Visit SuperwomanSuperLawyer.com. Mike O'Brien, KFI in the Sky.
KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
This report is sponsored by Newsy, the only free 24/7 over-the-air news network. Get your news with Newsy, the only 24/7 news network that's free, using your TV's digital antenna or your favorite streaming device. Newsy is the essential, relevant journalism you've been searching for. Solid facts without the opinion. Learn more at newsy.com.
San Manuel Casino is changing its name and changing the game. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, with 2 new casino floors, now with over 6,500 slots, the most in the West. A new high limit room for 5 elevated gaming experiences, new luxury retail shops, restaurants and bars, and even more thrills to come. Experience a level of thrill that California has never seen before. San Manuel Casino is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
1-877 cards for kids. KARS cards for kids.
Donate your car today with 1-877 Cars for Kids. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights. Also on the web at carsforkids.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Spectrum Business knows small businesses are always looking to cut expenses. That's why we offer the best value on fast internet and phone. But we wanted to do more. So, how does 1 month free sound? Get 200 megabit per second internet for $49.99 a month and business phone for $19.99 a month. And right now, you can get 1 month of internet and phone and even TV for free. Call 855-258-5887 and switch to Spectrum Business. Restrictions apply.
Do you need a new water heater? Water Heaters Only, with over 53 years in business, offers low prices, quality same-day service, and 0% deferred interest financing. Visit waterheatersonly.com. That's waterheatersonly.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Southern California Edison wants you to know that downed wires are dangerous. Never approach or touch a downed wire or anything in contact with it. Stay away and call 911. Stay alert, stay safe. Learn more at SCE.com/stay-safe.
Attorney Joe Cordell. New school, new job, new home. Change is hard and can leave you feeling isolated, and divorce delivers one of life's hardest blows. The relationships you counted on are suddenly gone, but you don't have to walk through this alone. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has guided men through the challenges of divorce. You're not alone. Call Cordell & Cordell. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's California area attorneys. 1455 Tracy Road, Suite 500, San Diego, California, 92108. CordellCordell.com. Impact Mortgage Corp. DBA Cash Call Mortgage. NMLS ID 128231. Classing lender. Not licensed in all states including New York. Offer meets and loans over $250,000. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing terms and restrictions.
What's better than a mortgage interest rate and APR in the twos? How about a no closing cost mortgage loan with an interest rate and APR in the twos? That's right. We have no closing cost loans here at Cash Call Mortgage. We pay the title, escrow, and appraisal fees. So if you're looking to save a little cash on your monthly mortgage payment, call Cash Call Mortgage today. Our quotes are always free. If your mortgage rate APR is not in the twos, Cash Call Mortgage could lower your interest rate and save you some cash. What are you waiting for? With low rates and no closing cost options, now is the time to refinance your mortgage. For a free quote to see if you qualify, go to cashcallmortgage.com or call us today. Call 800-633-0861. That's 800-633-0861. 800-633-0861.
A portion of Manhattan Beach, despite its beauty, represents a painful history for Black Americans. I'm Corbin Carson. Join me for KFI News Presents This Sand is My Sand, the stolen legacy of Bruce's Beach. We'll hear from elected officials, historians, and activists who are fighting to right the wrongs of the past to return this stretch of coastline to the family it was taken from 100 years ago.
KFI News presents
This Saturday and Sunday evening at 8
on KFI.
John Kent Show, John Cobell, Ken Champo, KFI and 640. Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. All right, well, we'll continue to update you throughout the show on the oil spill affecting the beaches of Orange County, and some of the gunk has even reached San Diego County, and the cleanup continues. But some of the things we learned today, the Coast Guard said that they did get an alert Friday night. There's real questions about the timeline now. We also learned that the company behind this probably didn't shut off the pipeline for several hours after they got an alert of a spill. We'll be all over this later on in the show, and at 5 o'clock we'll have a special guest.
I was on break.
Talk about it.
He was on break.
He was binging a TV show.
Yeah, it could be that. Or watching porno.
He was watching, what's that popular one on Netflix now? The Squid, where people kill you? Squid Game.
Oh, I just started watching that last night.
It's Korean.
Yeah.
So are you watching the subtitles?
Yeah, I'm watching the subtitles, yes.
Yeah.
The dubbing is annoying, so I'm watching the subtitles.
Apparently, it's a hot show. John has no idea what we're talking about.
No, I've read.
I tell them about shows all the time.
I have no interest in, what is it, some kind of like game show?
I guess it's kind of, I guess you can compare it from what I've been told. Again, I've only watched half of the first episode, maybe the Hunger Games, kind of.
Yeah.
These are people that are in debt or something, and
Yeah, and so this is a way for them to pay
Just
off
get
their
money to
debt.
get out of
Yeah,
their
it's
debt.
all about money, I'm told.
You're told.
Well, because I've only seen just about 15 minutes of it. I was tired. I went to sleep last night.
didn't entrance you.
Oh, no. There's a
No.
lot of work watching those subtitles.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's what some people are saying. They can't watch the action on the screen, and they don't have the attention span. So they're using the dubbed version, which people are saying don't do because the dialogue is not right or something. I don't know.
See, watching a baseball game is way easier.
There you go. Who are your picks for the wild card series?
What are you betting on it?
It's the sports show.
You're right.
Well, I know that's all you'll be watching later on. That's probably barely paying attention with the Yankees, the Red Sox, right? 5 o'clock.
Yeah, Red Sox, obviously the Red Sox.
That's right. We're Yankee
I've
haters.
been anti-Yankee since I was 7. So. Not gonna
And you got to
change
pick
that.
those Dodgers tomorrow.
No, I want to see Dodgers Giants too.
Well, that would be the next round.
That would be exciting. Yeah.
All right, so they're still battling misinformation when it comes to the COVID-19 vaccine. About 2/3 of Californians who are eligible to receive a COVID-19 vaccine have gotten one. But they also got at times like to do these stories about the pockets of people that are refusing to be vaccinated. It seems to come down to Latino farm workers in certain places in California, not all, and white, wealthier residents in Orange County, where there seems to be the pockets of resistance. And the story mostly deals with the farm workers, particularly in the Central Valley. So they did a story about down in Imperial County and the Coachella Valley. The vaccination rates are good there, and they say part of it is because a really well-known and well-liked priest died of COVID. So everybody went, oh, got to get the vaccine now. But what's going on in places like Fresno County, where they're saying 54% of Latino residents have received at least one dose compared to 67% of white residents, they claim they're still battling disinformation. The tracking chips are in there, allowing the government to control you and might cause paralysis. You could get cancer, but the big one that seems to be working, it seems more on younger Latino men, is the claim that the vaccines can harm fertility.
You're shooting blanks.
And even one report that aired on a Spanish-language TV station involving the quoting of a rabbi in Israel saying, taking the vaccine can change your sexuality.
Oh, I don't want that. Is that true? The vaccine changes your sexuality? Well, now they're
Repeating it
telling me.
like it's true?
Well, I mean, I got 2 shots 6 months ago. I'm doomed.
According to one local, this tale led to 100 young farm workers suddenly changing their minds, deciding not to take the shot at a vaccine clinic.
It's going to turn you into a woman.
They saw this in the 6 p.m. news and automatically thought, well, what if it's true?
What channel ran that story?
This said Spanish language TV.
Well,
And this is up in Fresno, so I don't know.
that's great. All the farm workers, they're afraid they're going to become women.
Well, or to become gay men, I guess. Changing your sexuality? Not your actual gender.
I thought maybe they thought it was going to fall off.
No, I think it means...
Oh, he
that
turned you
might-
gay?
I think that's what I got out of that, yes.
Oh. Wow.
Right.
The farm workers couldn't
And
deal
if
with
you're
it.
already a gay farm worker, you'd turn heterosexual. So, I don't know. A rabbi in Israel. Yeah, that's a good source.
See, that's what's wrong with the world. We're over-connected. A rabbi in Israel said something stupid, and 100 farm workers in Fresno are running
Can
to
we
the
take
field.
down Facebook again somehow? There are real concerns, too, among women, fearing that there could be problems with fertility and pregnancy if they are vaccinated.
Yeah, I mean, you're never going to break through that.
You probably...
Women get very nervous during pregnancy. A lot of it.
The research says that actually if you're pregnant and you get COVID-19, you're at an even increased risk of severe disease, hospitalization from it. So, and there could be adverse events to the baby if you get COVID-19 without the vaccine, but, so that's lost on people. A lot of this, I think, is just people looking for something to cling on to in terms of, quote, fact that they believe.
Well, there was a story yesterday There's a nurse who's, it was the whole story was on nurses who have had it with treating COVID patients, and they want out. They want out of nursing, they want out of the ICU, they want out of treating COVID patients. It's been a year and a half. They're beyond burned out. And one of them said, I'm getting patients now. 4 patients who they got COVID badly. I can't get them to take oxygen. I can't get them to lie on their stomach, which will help their breathing. They're lying on their back. They insist on watching television. They don't believe they have COVID. They think whatever they have, the nurse gave it to them.
I love that story. Some woman blamed the nurses or the doctor's perfume. Well, you're sick from your perfume. I don't wear perfume. So, that's what we're dealing with.
Send those out of the hospital. Don't treat them.
Yeah, they should be dumped.
It's the time to thin the herd.
But they're going to sit there and continue to say, you're just incompetent. Whatever I have, it's not COVID. Keep testing me. Sorry. We're done testing you. You're insurance trainer.
We're done. We're done. We're done treating you.
All right, we got more coming up.
John and Ken, KFI, Deborah Marquez News.
A study has found Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine remains 90% effective at preventing a trip to the hospital for up to 6 months after being fully vaccinated. But the same study also found the vaccine's effectiveness drops when it comes to getting the virus. The effectiveness was 47% 5 months after the second shot. The study is in the journal The Lancet. Medical teams from the National Guard have been sent to rural parts of Central and Northern California to help short-staffed hospitals with COVID-19 patients. A 10-year-old girl in Virginia has died of COVID. Her parents say they think their daughter may have gotten sick because she had the job of walking sick classmates to the nurse's office. The 5th grader died early last week on the same day some parents asked the school to drop its mask mandate. The news is brought to you by Choice Administrators Insurance. David Letterman's show on CBS has died. In addition to his announcing duties, Alan Coulter often appeared in comedy sketches on the show.
That's right, I'm talking to you, Dave. A lot of people have been working on this booking for a damn month. Not like you care because you are dead inside.
Letterman says Coulter was the best announcer in TV, and he has many great memories of their time together. Coulter died yesterday at a hospital in Connecticut. He was 78. And the share of single people in the U.S. has grown over the past 3 decades.
A new study from Pew Research Center shows the share of the U.S. population in their prime working years not living with a romantic partner has grown from 29% to 38% between 1990 to 2019. The rise in single people has been driven by a 3-decade decline in marriage. Researchers say the unpartnered population earns less, is less likely to be employed, and has less education than those who are married or living with a partner. A research psychologist at UC Santa Barbara says some of the disadvantages of being single come from discrimination. Layla Muhammad, KFI News.
We have a crash on the 60 in Hacienda Heights.
This one is along the eastbound side, and it's coming out just past Hacienda. Looks like it's just past Hacienda Boulevard. The right lane is partially blocked. Trying to get everything cleared off to the side. So watch out for that back out. You're slowing down off of the 605. We've got an update in Dana Point with Mike O'Brien. KFI in the Sky, sponsored by Injury Attorney, SuperwomanSuperLawyer.com.
Hey, go a little better news out this way. The 5 southbound just approaching Camino Capistrano. They moved to the right shoulder on that wreck. However, a tough ride to swallow here through Capistrano, and it's going to be bumper to bumper back to the 73 hookup with about Avery, Brown Valley Parkway there. Now, the northbound 405 in Orange County, just into Fountain Valley, right around the Brookhurst. Looks like no problem going to the right shoulder. And it's going from Hybrid Boulevard on and off through the construction zone. It's pretty much up at the Westminster. There's some kind of slowing for you. And it looks like the 91 eastbound at Santa Ana Canyon still dealing with a stuck truck there in the far right lane. Very tough on that stretch, almost to Imperial Highway now. Injured in an accident? Visit SuperwomanSuperLawyer.com. Mike O'Brien, KFI in the Sky.
Pasadena, 210 eastbound, slowing down at Mountain all the way to Azusa. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
If you want to sell your house or condo fast and easy, you call Seller's Advantage, and they'll buy your home as is for cash.
Yeah, with Seller's Advantage, know this. No realtor fees or commissions, no escrow fees, no repairs needed, no open houses. You won't be seeing those stinky people parading through your home. So buy your house or condo for cash.
Damon and Doug from Seller's Advantage bought a house from one of our KFI listeners. The guy wanted to sell. He met with some other real estate agents, compared the numbers, and chose Seller's Advantage to do the deal.
Smart listener. He ended up with the same money. Same bottom line. There were no repairs, no headaches, no open houses, no hassles. And he says working with Seller's Advantage was the easiest real estate transaction he's ever completed.
If you want to sell your house, call Seller's Advantage now. See how much it's worth.
Call now for your free quote. Call 888-321-AS-IS. Call 888-321-AS-IS. That's 888-321-AS-IS.
BRE number 0961658, sellersadvantage.com.
Southland weather from KFI. Partly cloudy tomorrow. Highs mid-70s for Metro LA. Mid-70s to low 80s in the valleys. Low to upper 70s for Inland OC. 75 to 80 in the IE. We lead local. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Deborah Mark.
MyCalChoice.com, a California different approach to healthcare.
Drew, you know what's really spooky during Halloween? What, Dad? Your old mattress. Because after 8 years, an old mattress loses support and comfort and can collect sweat, dead skin, and dust mites.
So if your mattress is over 8, it's time to replace during Sit and Sleep's fall sale. Save $1,000 on select mattresses from Beautyrest, Kingstown, and Sealy, and get a $300 gift with any Tempur-Pedic purchase.
So this Halloween season, trust your sleep to Sit and Sleep.
For dreams that are sweeter than a pumpkin spice latte.
That sounds good, Drew.
Most Californians live within 30 miles from an active fault, and earthquakes can happen anywhere and any time in the Golden State. So, do you know how to protect yourself when an earthquake strikes? Make sure your home, workplace, school, and community are planning to practice how to drop, cover, and hold on during the Great Shakeout. Get prepared and worry less. Join us for the Great Shakeout. This message is brought to you by StrengthenMyHouse.com. Shakeout Day is October 21st.
If you own a business and manage to keep 5 or more people on payroll, a new government program will pay you up to $33,000 per employee. $33,000. This isn't a loan, it's a grant, it's free money. The challenge? Getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler. That's exactly why I founded InnovationRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. At InnovationRefunds.com, our tax attorneys and CPAs are experts at helping businesses like yours to get their share of these government funds. InnovationRefunds.com does all the legwork and doesn't charge you a penny until you receive the money. Our team has helped over 6,000 businesses to get some $450 million, and InnovationRefunds.com can get your business up to $33,000 per employee. Just go to InnovationRefunds.com, click on Qualify Me, answer a few questions. No risk, high reward. InnovationRefunds.com.
Accident, moving to the call Jacob and Bonnie. Call Jacob.
For official rules.